Hi, I've got two sedums that I need to repot, and there are two varieties. Can you tell them apart? The names are used interchangeably and they are really sought after succulents. But there are subtle differences, so let's have a look closer at the leaves. So the first one is Sedum morgananum, also known as donkey's tails. So the leaves are more pointy and more elongated, and they are more loose. Whereas here we've got a sedum burrito, also known as a sedum as burro's tail. So as you can see, the leaves are more oval, more rounded and quite fleshy. And also there's another plant which looks similar to them, and this one is the Deveria Harry Butterfield. I've already made a video where I compared sedums, so I will put a link up above and also in the description box of this video, so check it out because there's more information. So let's start repotting. First I need to take off the hanger, because it will be easier, and as you know, both sedums are quite fragile, so in order to minimize any risk of damage, I'm going to use bubble wrap. As you can see, it came out really easily from the pot, and this is the nursery or supplier's soil, which is quite compact and it's quite difficult to remove. So even first with this stick, it didn't come off easily. So now I'm kind of massaging this potting mix. So as to the soil that I'm going to use, it's my own potting mix, which includes Johnson's No. 2, perlite, pumice and grit. So it's really loose and free, well draining substrate. And where it comes to watering, obviously after repotting, I'm not going to water for at least a week, because when repotting there's also a chance that you can damage roots, and if you were to water, then the rot may set in. As you can see, a few leaves and a couple of stems got detached, but I'm going to reuse them. And also at the top of the potting mix I add also active charcoal, so it's to prevent any possible rot. And I'm adding up those rooted stems which came out. So Sedum morganum is quite fragile, so I would just repot either brand new plant, like in this example, or if the roots are coming out at the bottom of the pot. Otherwise I wouldn't move them or touch the plants, because I don't want any leaves or stems to drop off. Both sedums are pet friendly. And when it comes about more watering, to come back to this topic, I would water when the soil dries out between watering, and also the leaves will tell you when the plant is thirsty, because they get wrinkled. So I already talked about one propagation method, which is through using stems, and another one is using leaves, and they propagate quite easily. Just sticking them up in the dry potting mix, and then they will root quickly. And to finish off, I will spray the soil just slightly, and the tray will be kept out of the direct light. So this is here my sedum sedum burrito that I first got it, and some of leaves came out, so I put it again back into the pot, and they grew quite quickly into this beautiful plant. So as every winter I kept it in my heated greenhouse, But unfortunately this winter was quite weird and brutal and quite cold for a long time, and both of them, especially sedum morganium, didn't survive. So that's why I bought those two new specimens. And here we've got a sedum burrito, and as you can see also the roots are coming at the bottom through those drainage holes. So I'm just going to loosen up the soil around them, so to avoid cutting the pot. But it did a trick, because as you can see then it came out of the pot quite easily. So the soil here is a bit better, it comes off much easier. Also it's easier to repot because the plant itself is smaller than the previous sedum morganium. When it comes to the light, give it sunny position, and also you can keep it outside in summer, obviously first acclimatize to the sun. Also bear in mind that if they don't get enough sunlight, then the gaps between leaves will be bigger and it doesn't look the best, to be honest. They also flower, and their flowers are kind of pink red, and it looks stunning when with this cascade stems. I found some interesting information, namely that both are native to Mexico, and sedum morganium was first discovered in 1930s, whereas sedum burrito in 1970s. And I've already talked about the difference in the shape of leaves. Another difference is that the burrito is less fragile in comparison to sedum morganium. As you can see, no stems came out, and also just a small handful of leaves, which I'm putting back into the mother plant, where they are going to root quite easily. Because those sedums are trailing, they will look fantastic in hanging baskets and also in like head pots. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So give me a thumb up or comment below, even if it's just like emoticon, because all those things help promote my channel on YouTube, that I get noticed, or my channel gets noticed. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.